Get ready for another great episode of Get to Know Your Sensei with Sensei Lyne, all the way from Canada, who's sharing so much love and good energy. You're not going to want to miss it. Check it out.
All right, very excited to be sitting down with Sensei Lyne virtually, live from Canada. Lyne, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, happy to be here.
So, Sensei Lyne, first, where are you in Canada and where are you originally from?
I live in Ottawa, so the program Kids Kicking Cancer is in Ottawa, Ontario, and it's a nice city, the capital, where we have a lot of greens, we have the canal, we have a lot of fun, great stuff happening here, and a lot of museums.
I love that. I love that. So, pre-martial artist, Lyne, what were you doing? What was your previous life?
Actually, I had the privilege. I worked in a restaurant, and I served caterings, and also owned the restaurant for a while. So I actually had the privilege of being part of people's celebration. They usually go to restaurant because you're getting engaged, your birthday, anniversary, and I've done weddings, had the opportunity to do all kinds of different function. And I always felt like a privilege because I was part of that, and I had to just offer the best meal because we always, it starts in the stomach where, people just feel, they feel good, and then they can be happy. And that's what I did for the longest time.
And then what was the tipping point? What happened where you're like, okay, I'm going to go into martial arts, karate? Take us through that.
That was never part of my plan. What happened is that my children have three kids. Now they're all teenagers. They're not necessarily kids anymore. And they started karate. The middle child started karate around 4 years old. And we saw a big change in him. And then my daughter started it because she was being bullied. And we felt this was somewhere where she could feel a lot more confidence. And then the last one started, and I was watching him do his intro, and part of me was thinking I could never do that. And when you get that light that goes on and you say, no, you can't say that anymore. You're 45 years old. When is it you're going to start anything that's going to push you out of that comfort zone? And that's when I decided to go talk to we go with the degree school in Ottawa, go see Kathy and say, hey, listen, I want to start this, but don't tell anybody because I'm not sure I'm gonna be doing it. So and that's how it started.
And you're a black belt.
Yes, I've been working hard, and I've got my second degree black belt now, and I got my black belt at 50 years old. So that was one of my goals. And yes, it's possible. There's no age for martial art. One of our sensei started at 58 years old, and he's now 80, and he still comes to, not right now, but when we have class in our dojo, he still comes to class. And it's an inspiration to know you don't stop. You keep moving your body, your mind, you focus. I think it's the best thing against Alzheimer's. You've got all these katas and breakdowns to learn, and you're always surrounded with people that just push you to give the most out of what you're capable of.
See, listen, and I want to be really honest right now. Sensei Lyne is one of the kindest, most awesome people that I've ever met. She said she was nervous for this interview. We could stop right now. You've already been inspiring. I love this. So you are awesome. And that's such a great nugget for everybody to really take in, whether they're listening or watching, that it's never too late. It's never too late. You know what I mean? So I'm turning 40 next week. But like I have exactly, but like I have so much more that I want to do. And I remember when I was young, I'd be like, oh wow, like a 40-year-old, that's old. Oh, now I'm almost 40. I feel like I'm 15. And so I think, again, whether you're watching this and you're 10, you're 15, you're 40, you're 70, you got more in the tank, and that actually inspires you to live, like to really live more fully when you're plugged in and you get out of that comfort zone. And so I love that you did that, and that you still have so many more things that you want to do and build. So it's a great reminder that it's never too late. I love that.
It's never too late.
Thank you for sharing that. So how did you get connected then into the Kids Kicking Cancer family?
We had an opportunity to, Rabbi G came to visit our dojo, and he was, the program wanted to come to Ottawa. One of the mom here, Julie, that her son had gone to the cancer journey and survived, and she wanted to bring the opportunities that martial art does, and she had heard about kids kicking cancer. And when Rabbi G was with us, talking to us about what we could do with young children, that what we've learned as, you know, as our own martial art, and how we could share it to a young child and help him become a victor, that felt empowering. Because we all don't feel sometimes, you know, that that rocky moment. It felt like a rocky moment, because it felt like, wow, what I've learned and I'm still learning, you mean I can make a kid, help a kid become powerful with the simple tools I have. And that just felt a purpose. And that became a purpose. So I asked if I could start off, did the online training, and started. Eventually became the coordinator for Ottawa. And it's been a wonderful experience. I've never thought I'd be here in my whole life.
I smile when I listen to you, because I feel your passion for it, and it's so real. Will you talk about, if you can share, some of the examples of the stories of these kids and you actually seeing it work and you seeing that power?
When we started the program in 2018, we just started with 5 kids, and then it grew on, and it's like 1 or 2 at a time. And then one day, this young boy, Adin, came in, and he was 2.5 years old, and we're not sure, it was very young for kids kicking cancer, but the mom told me how very mature he was. So they came to class, and I mean, we always work out with putting out our yoga mats, so it gives us stability in the class, and we put him out, and he started doing downward dog and yoga right there. So right there, I knew I had stuff to learn from Adin. And so we did the class, and he really loved it. And we usually get the kids all get a gi, a white gi, that we give to them, you know, so that they're part of our group. They're always part of our group, so they feel the part more, right? When you put that uniform on. So he came to the second class, and his dad said, as I'm giving the gi to Adin, he's excited putting it on. His dad said, "You change our lives." And I said, "How do we do that?" He says, Adin, each time he would go for a poke, he would start screaming. And the dad this time, after the class, the kids kicking cancer class, the first class, he walked into the Chio and went for his poke, and they're trying to wonder who's going to hold him down. And he went, no, I learned a new trick. It's called the ninja needle magic. He created his own name for it. And he says, watch me. And he started doing the ninja in front of them. They're all watching him weird. They give him the stuff. He never cried. And his father said he never cried again. And at that moment when he said that, I felt like crying, because when you start, you have all these tools, but you don't know if anybody's going to actually get it. And they got it right away. So he became for us, you know, and he became for us, I'm searching for my words, because sadly, Adin passed away last year, and now he's a master teacher. So he was more than an example. Now we know, because he's a master teacher. In a dojo, we are all students. And then you become a black belt. And all a black belt is a white belt that never quits. And Adin was that. Adin never quit. Adin every day showed up and showed us stuff. All our powerful martial artists, there's so many examples that I've seen afterwards of other young student coming in, and, you know, they're transformed. They start laughing in class. They participate. And often, you know, sometimes you have a class and you'll have one child come out. We call them powerful martial artists. Sometimes you have one students show up, and sometimes you have 15, but the classes with the 1 or the 15 are all powerful. Why? Because that one child, when they come in, we usually ask them to teach us, so that they know how powerful they are. They go in front and they do the power breathing in front of us. And we're amazed. because it reminds us of humility we have to have in the dojo. And it teaches the child that you're always a teacher. Our purpose is to teach everybody. It starts with a smile, and it starts with, there's no good or bad way of doing it. Just do it, and somebody's going to get something out of it. And that's each of these beautiful, powerful martial artists. That's what they teach us.
It's so beautiful, and Odin's legacy will live on, and he continues to teach, which is beautiful, because you sharing that inspires me, and me being new to Kids Kicking Cancer, as I watch some of the videos now, that we're posting online. And I shared this with Ember, who I talked to a few weeks ago. I was having a stressful moment in the kitchen, and I heard her, I literally get chills. I heard her voice in my mind saying, breathe in the light and blow out the darkness. Almost like it was this simple thing that I should just know to do. And I was like, okay, well, if she can do it, I can do it. And I literally just did that. And I called Cindy, and I was like, Cindy, this works. It works. And so these kids really are powerful, and it really does work. And it's so inspiring. It makes me emotional to hear you say it. And I don't even yet know a lot of these kids. And so I'm excited to continue to get to know them, because it's so inspiring, and there is power there. It's real. It's real.
So when Odin passed away, his grandfather was there, and we give black belts when our powerful martial artists pass away, and they become master teacher, because we learned so much from them, and they continue teaching us, right? And his grandfather said that when he started Kids Kicking Cancer, he found out how powerful he was, and everybody else around him saw the power inside of him. So that was a beautiful gift that this grandfather gave us by telling me, but he said the gift we gave to his grandson, and in return to him. So it's incredible. Each time when you go to a class, you never know what you're going to learn and the gift that you're going to get.
It's so beautiful. I love that. I love that. These are obviously really challenging times that we're in, and everything being virtual. What are you most excited about getting back to class and seeing these kids? What do you miss the most that you're really excited to get back to?
Their energy. Oh, they're powerful. They laugh. They remind us to live in the moment. They remind us to laugh out loud, and they give the best hugs. So that's what I miss most, because we forget to be kids, right? We become so responsible. And martial art has taught me that even if you're an adult and you are responsible and you're doing, and we have so much we have to take care of, we forget about discipline, we forget about the community, and we forget about ourselves often. And martial arts teach us that. So you become, you become this new individual, a child even, and that needs to learn, that needs to follow your master teacher, need to somewhat, obey what he's asking you, so that you get out of that headspace you're in, and you get out of your comfort zone. And these kids remind me that I need to have fun. I can do all of this and still smile, and they'll get it even better, because the stuff they're going through, for them, they're strong, they're courageous, and they're going through all these obstacles, but they come in and they laugh, and you're thinking, wow, and the mom just told me the kind of week he's had and all the pokes he's had, and he's laughing, he's in class and he's laughing, and it's contagious.
It is, and it's needed right now.
It's needed all the time. We've always needed it. And this is how we grow, and this is how we heal, and this is how we stay in our heart stays, sensitive to other people's needs, so that we don't, just think of ourselves, because it doesn't stop there. The only way for my heart to grow is to open it up to somebody else and to teach what I know. And in return, they're going to teach me something.
Absolutely. What do you feel, what would your advice be to parents or even kids out there who are facing any kind of stress or pain? What's your advice to them and how to continue going forward?
We have to start living in the moment. We definitely have to, we need a moment that's why we do the power breathing. We teach all these techniques to the kids, and that we learn ourselves as sensei, because we need to get back to where it starts, the focus on the moment, the nothingness, so that we can empty it and refill it, but slowly. We want to do everything so fast. I know I've got 3 kids, a job, and everything going, and love going to the dojo. But every now and then, this becomes overwhelming. And for me to be able to, when you walk in a dojo, first thing you do, you get to the door of a dojo and you bow. You bow, and then you go in the dojo. You will kneel and you shut your eyes and you shut your mind. You just let go of everything. Because for this moment, anything you were doing before walking to that dojo is on the outside. Your laundry list, everything you got to do is on the outside. Because when you're in there and the sensei is going to ask you to do an exercise or a kata, you have to be able to do it. And that's why we need to learn to be able to, whatever we're doing, we're writing something, do only that, you know? And if you're listening to music, listen to the words. You know, it's like eating and we're savoring something. Taste that apple. We stop. We're just eating. We're not savoring anything. And life is too short. And we need to savor a lot more.
How do you think that we can bring that into our day-to-day to be more present?
One tool I did learn with kids kicking cancer was the power of breathing. It's incredible how we can, through that moment of just stopping and breathing in the light and pushing out the darkness, you're doing a physical and mental exercise that actually brings you there. And it's easy, it's free, and it's just so powerful. And that's why.
Could we do one? Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, certainly. It's very easy.
What were you going to say? So I didn't want to interrupt.
No, it's very easy. It's great. I want to show it to you. And like I said, we have 3-year-olds now that teach this, right?
Your student, here we go.
So we always start off with rubbing our hands. We want to bring that energy, that chi. And also I find when I'm rubbing my hand, I stop focusing on anything else because I'm thinking of what I'm doing. And now we have the kids put their hands out, because Rabbi G reminded us that there's powerful martial artists around the world. And we tell this to all the kids so they know they're at the same moment they're doing a class or this, somebody else is doing. And you just send out that love, that energy to it could be somebody's precise, and you just let it go. And then you come back to your hands together, but you bring them at your belly button. You bring your palms up. And what you're going to do, you're going to move your body with your breath. So you're going to breathe in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to breathe in light. And when you get to your shoulder, take one more big breath. Keep it in. And then turn your hands over and push out all the darkness. Because eventually, all that's going to be left in your body is going to be light. So you push out the darkness. So again, you start again. You keep doing this until you feel calm. So you just breathe in light, and you can identify light as anything that you feel in this moment. It could be a smile from a child. It could be just thinking of butterflies, or just a calm. Often the kids, they think of ice cream because it's beautiful in the summer, it's delicious, and it makes them happy. So when you get to the top, one big breath, you turn your hands over, and you push out all the darkness, the anger, all those lists in your head, everything. And then one last push, so you push it all out. And you're doing it, and your whole body's letting go with your breath. And then in that moment afterwards, there's just a peace that feels there. So you feel as if you are that victor, right? You can go and just do whatever you need to do. Because it's one step at a time. So, and if it doesn't work, just go back at it and do it again until you're there.
First of all, you are an awesome human. I will say it again. And number two, I was going to say, and you took the words out of my mouth, I felt a peace there because all of our days are stressful. And this is something that I'm learning to do when I feel it. And to now it just becomes more routine, so that when I do feel stress or I do feel anxiety, I'm able to just go to this tool. And even if it's 15, 20 seconds, every time that I either watch a video or I do something like this and I actually do it, there is a peace and there is a calm that truly happens. So people watching, please, we are all stressed right now, no doubt. So let's use these breath breaks to breathe in that light and blow out the darkness, because it does work. because there's a physical shift that happens too, you know?
And sometimes there's no space, you know, that you can't really hide somewhere or find that quiet spot. But all you need to do is to do it where you're at. Because in a dojo, that's where we're at. We're doing a kata. You can be looking at everybody around, but then you can't do your kata because they don't do it properly. They're doing it differently. So you need to become in your own space. So this gives an opportunity to come in your own head and you dealing and talking to yourself, your heart.
It's beautiful.
That's powerful.
It's beautiful. I really appreciate you sharing that. You are incredibly inspiring, and I love your energy. Please keep doing what you're doing. Any other just final words or thoughts that you want anybody out there watching to know?
Just to keep smiling. The kids, like they tell us, you keep smiling and going forward day by day and be kind. I find kindness will grow. It's like the mustard seed, right, that becomes the tree. And I think that's what we need to teach our kids, that we're all the same. We're all in there. When we get into a class, that's what you learn in karate. It's community. All these, the senseis, I did not get my black belt on my own. I didn't get my yellow belt on my own. I got it because of the senseis. I got it because of the students beside me. I got it because of my family. It's always group work. And then we need to remember that our families and people around, they also gain when we let them come in and help us out, right?
We all need each other.
Oh, we sure do. We sure do.
Sensei Lyne, thank you so much. I'm grateful to you. Huge shouts out to Kids Kicking Cancer Canada and all that you guys are doing. So thank you for taking the time. And I would love to do it again because you are incredibly inspiring and the world needs more of Sensei Lyne. So keep rocking, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Talk to you soon, my friend.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
How phenomenal is Sensei Lyne? So much love, so much energy, so many great nuggets of remembering that it's never too late to start what we want to do and to stay in the moment by remembering our breath. Sensei Lyne, thank you so much. So great to get to know you, and we appreciate all of you watching Get to Know Your Sensei. Stay tuned for another episode coming soon. Until next time, remember, power, peace, purpose. Bye-bye.
Power, peace, love that.